Hey, Ursula here. I thought I'd show you what the garden looks like in autumn. Calendula and the marigolds on this side were not deadheaded, so they're kind of almost done, although they did spread out kind of into the neighbor's yard. Lavender's looking lush and green. The sedum is coming into, I guess that's why they call it autumn glory. Nasturtiums are still kicking around. The ones up here are blooming. Yeah, we still have bindweed taken over. Up top, snapdragons. Yeah, one goldenrod popped up. Looks like there's a couple figs. I'm gonna have to go look. Black-eyed Susans. And then this beast, the barberry, that needs to get trimmed. It never did get trimmed this year, but at least I got most of the bindweed off it. The weld is spent and has gone to seed again. More marigolds and snapdragons. This is the section that the cucumber had been in. Looks like the coreopsis. This is coreopsis. That's what it looks like in fall. No more flowers. It's gone to seed. There's bees buzzing around the borage in the back. We've got a few late blooming dianthus, and that's a nasturtium hiding behind it. And apparently that one rain that we had brought the clover back. Marigolds are starting to die back. Let's take a look at the other side. It's always fun when two plants kind of grow together. So we have a red dianthus. It was supposed to be purple. That is not purple. So we have a red dianthus in the middle of a calendula with borage in the background. This beast needs to be trimmed, but I'm gonna wait until it's cooler. These guys really got affected by the drought. Marigolds are a wet-loving plant. They didn't care for the drought. The snapdragons really came back. We have alyssum, both purple and white. The rest of that patch is pretty much done. We have a couple of straw flowers way tall in the back, but the plants that were supposed to be medium-sized in the middle, I don't know if they ever grew, died back, or what happened. Maybe they were tasty and the deer ate them. And then we got a little bit of sadness going on here. This area, this marigold really died, and so did the juniper bush. There's a little bit of a sign of greenery on this side. It might come back, it might not. I'm not quite sure. And then the pH or something is different on this side. The same autumn glory that's purple on the other side is beet red on this side, and I don't want to change it. All I know for certain is that this side is low in phosphorus. So and then the other plant that really took off that's just gorgeous is the celosia. In spring, I really honestly was expected it to be taller. It finally came into its own. While it's only probably about 30 inches tall, it's still bigger and bushier than I would have thought. We're gonna go still look at some more of that. That's asparagus. And behind that is a quince tree. I guess we could go up this way first. Quinces are coming ripe. We've got bowls of them in the house. There's still more to be picked. gonna make quince paste this year. Haven't made it before. Last year we didn't have enough quinces, so we had to mix them with apples. Looks like the asparagus spread to down here. This is oregano. Lots more asparagus. It is what is protecting the apple tree from the deer on this side. Let's go around. Got a little bit of asparagus coming up here. I've been throwing all the seed in this location. This is supposed to be a bean plant, and it's supposed to be over 6 feet tall. It did not grow because of the lack of water. That is a bag of sweet potatoes, and I've got another one inside here where it's protected. But yeah, nothing says fall like apples. They're really nice, fresh off the tree, crisp and crunchy. Not too tart, not too sweet. This is a variety I picked up from an edible landscaping company, and I don't remember what it is. Somewhere I'm sure there's a tag. More sweet potatoes. This is Coreopsis, and that's Daisy Fleabane. This is the Lakota squash, and I'm not sure it's ripe yet. I think it's supposed to turn red. And that's foxglove. It'll bloom next year, not this year. And this is a pomegranate tree, and it had died back below the graft, so we have no idea what we're gonna get. And then dill, because it keeps the deer away. And there's tons and tons of columbine starting to pop up everywhere, which is wonderful. That'll be great next spring when it's in bloom. Let's see what's on the other side. This is the autumn in full bloom. This is Mexican sunflower. The tops have pretty much died back, and the cardinal has laid claim to the seeds. There's 3 or 4 cardinals that fight over this every day. They just love it. The hummingbirds were loving the flowers. The celosia. I mean, look at that. Doesn't it scream autumn to you? And then over here, I wish I had more of this orange. Oh my goodness. I'm going to be picking a bouquet, and I wanted to show you guys this before I harvest things. And of course in front is the red salvia, which the hummingbird also loves. I got a couple of little insect friends climbing around here. Okay, let's go take a look at how the pumpkins are doing on the inside. Okay, down here, this is exciting. I wasn't sure this was going to survive. I need to transplant this. This is right now in dirt in the top of a garbage pail lid. That is red vein sorrel, and it makes a wonderful addition to any salad. It's not bitter as long as you get it before it's dry, when the season's dry and it's mature. So, that's exciting. I need to get that planted in the ground before winter. And then over here, instead of butternut squash, I ended up with Long Island cheese pumpkins, which is fun. There's one in the basement already, and And what they've been doing is something weird. They've been growing across themselves, and the pumpkin is starting to form around the vine, which is kind of weird. We have more sweet potatoes in here in grow bags. Still flowering. Got another pumpkin back there. And we have some butternut too. This is the monster guy. That's just about ready to be harvested. I think another day or two. Blueberries are survived being crawled all over. That's always a good sign. I'm going to carefully go through here because the tree broke. We had something, well, the ants ate through. That's part of it. My gnome is visible. And looks like the cherry tree survived. I got a couple of little butternuts on the outside of the fence. So there's 3 small ones here, 1 inside and 2 on the outside of the fence. Tomato looks done for the year. Some of these are just going to get mulched shortly. We still have sun rays. And Swiss chard and mosquitoes. Great. Sorry about that. Guess I get to come on here and pick some sun rays. See, that's what happened. And it's being held up on my fence. Celery went to seed, or is flowering. It's not supposed to do that. It's biennial, and it's not supposed to bloom until its 2nd year, and I just planted this year. So that's a thing. Looks like with all the windfall tomatoes, I'm going to have tomatoes growing all through here next year, whether I want them or not. And then my lettuce has gone to seed. I've been collecting these. This is red romaine. It's an heirloom from High Mowing Seeds. And here we have more celery. I really should harvest some of this. This one did not go to seed, even though it was planted the same time. I have a hunch that's yarrow. I don't remember planting it here, but it's possible. I mean, I got a lot of things this year that I reuse soil. So that's what the front garden is looking like in autumn. Oh, let me show you. That's the elderberry there. We didn't get anything, the birds did. So that's it for today. Take care, everybody.